Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to see how do we create array and matrices inside the command window. So I will start creating a one-dimensional array first. So how do we create a one-dimensional array is like, suppose I am naming my variable a, and to create an array we have to use square brackets. Whatever the element of our whatever is the element of our array will be written inside the square bracket. So I will put the square bracket first, and inside we will start writing our contents. So suppose my contents are 1, 4, 7. So we separate the contents using a space, and MATLAB will itself interpret that these are the elements. I'll press enter and then we'll see we have a one-dimensional array. So 1, 4 and 7 are the elements of our variable a. Suppose I want to create another variable, and what I want is I want equal spacing between the contents. So what I will do, I am declaring another variable b under the square brackets. I will start writing from where do I want to start. Suppose I want to start from 1. I will give colon here, and I will write the difference in the next item. Suppose I want the difference to be 2, and I want this to go till 20 or 10. I will press enter. So what it has given us, I started from 1, I wanted to end at 10, and I wanted the difference to be 2. So 1 I will have as it is. I will add 2 in 1, I will have 3. Now in 3 I will add 2, I will have 5. In 5 I will add 2, I will have 7. In 7 I will add 2, I will have 9. But if in 9 I add 2, it will be 11, but I declared the limit to be 10. So this is how we can create an array of equal spacing using a column. Suppose I have my first letter, I have my last letter, and I want a number of elements to be there in it. Suppose I am creating another variable c equals to, I will use the function linspace, and what I will do in linspace, we do not give square bracket, we just give our normal brackets, and I will start writing, I want 1 to be the first term, and I will give a comma. I want to go till 50, and I want the numbers of equal spacing to be 10, and we'll see the results and then we'll see. So now what this linspace command has done is, I have given my first number to be 1, I have given my last number to be 50, and starting from 1 and 50 it will give us equal spacing digits. Okay, so now we will see other commands. This is for the one-dimensional array. Suppose I want to create a two-dimensional array. So how can we do this? I will get some space using CLC in the command window. Now I want to create two-dimensional array. Suppose I'm giving the variable name z is equals to same square brackets. I will start writing the contents of first row 1, 2, 3. Now I want to start writing the contents of second row. So I will give semicolon. I will start writing the contents of second row 7, 8, 9. If I press enter, I will see a matrix of 2 by 3 size. So this is how we can make the matrix of any size, any rows and any number of columns we can give. Suppose I want to create an array in which all the elements are 1. So what I can do is I can just write the variable name. I just give ones, which is the inbuilt function, and I will write the size of the matrix. So suppose I want a 3 by 4 matrix. I will write 3 comma 4, 3 rows, 4 columns, and we'll have 3 by 4 matrix having all the contents as 1. If I want all the contents to be 0, what I will do, I am giving another variable x. I will write zeros, and I will give 2 comma 3. Suppose I want 2 rows and 3 columns, then I will have 2 by 3 zeros matrix. If I want identity matrix, I can also do that. Suppose I am declaring a variable p. I will write I and the size I want. Identity matrix, as we know that it is a square matrix, so we can only give any row or any column, like the rows and columns will be same, so we can write any. So if I'm writing 3, I will get this. So this is how the inbuilt functions like the ones, zeros, and I can ease us while we are defining a variable, and we don't have to define every single variable, every single content again and again in case if they are all same. So MATLAB is giving us facilities to use the inbuilt function and not write the contents again and again if they are falling in categories of ones, zeros, and I. I will just clear the command window and then we'll see how can we transpose the matrix. So I have defined a variable that was z. I will just have z in my command window. So this is z. If I want the transpose of z, I will simply do z and apostrophe for the transpose. If I press enter, I will have the transpose of Z matrix. As you can see, we are now having a transpose of Z matrix. So in this way, we can find out the transpose of the matrix. In next video, we are going to talk about how can we address the array and how can we manipulate these matrices and arrays that we have created in this video. Thank you so much. Hope you guys learned something.